in, and I think, like I was saying, there'll be people that are be late. Hello, is this Susan? Oh, you're on mute. Welcome, dear. How are you? Good to meet you. I think you're on mute. If you wanted to unmute, then it can hear you.
Am I on mute?
No, not anymore. Oh, I can hear you now.
Hello, how
Hi.
nice to meet you.
Oh, lovely to meet you too. I so glad you're here this evening. There's going to be a few people late, so we may be starting just a little bit late, if that works for you. And do you have any plans this evening?
This is my plan.
This was your plan. Oh,
Yeah.
good. And then are you going to use, I know you were going to use your watercolors, I think, or you had
Well,
other colors?
I actually went out and got some food colors.
Oh, oh.
I'm ready.
Woohoo.
And I made a magic wand, which
Oh, let's see. Let's see.
I can't believe how many times in my life I've said, "Where is my magic wand?" And here it
Oh
is.
my God.
I'm looking forward to activating it.
Oh, let me see all of it. Let me do it a little bit slower so I can see. Let me turn this off a minute. Um, okay, so there's the peacock feather, and then
And this is a little, I'm a jewelry maker.
oh,
This is a, pendant I made once out of some sterling silver putty, and it's got coral and red coral and green coral beads.
Wow.
The elephant is my spirit animal. I don't know if you can see it.
elephant is your spirit animal.
Wow.
Wow.
I'm a Reiki master, and spirals are really important. So I put a snail.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
wow.
And this is a little fluorite crystal that they use in computers for memories. And another spiral.
Oh my gosh.
Nice.
And I have a 3.5-year-old granddaughter.
Oh my.
And I usually have to craft the day for her. So I think we'll be making magic wands tomorrow.
Oh, I am just so excited. It reminds me of a wand that I made. Oops, I'm on somehow it's getting backfired here. Um, that I made at a class. And it reminds me of the what you put on there because I put little things on there, like pearls and magic and jewels and stones. And I'm, I just honor you for making your magic wand.
Well,
I
it
haven't.
was, it was
I've got
very,
my magic wand here, and I also brought a stick for both. Since I'm not home. I'm in Kansas City visiting family, so.
oh, you don't live here in the metro? In the big,
I haven't lived in an RV, and it's in California, so I come home for the summer to be with family and to be with friends. So yeah, yeah.
well, nice to have you here.
Thank you. And where are you?
I'm in Overland Park.
Oh wow, me too.
I just want to say hello. This is Sarah, and I'm driving for a bit more, and then I will come on video as soon as I'm centered in my room. But it's wonderful to be here with you.
Thank you. I'm so
So
excited to be with
excited.
you. I think I don't know why I'm getting back feed. Everybody on mute. Let's see. Let me. Oh, there's Katya. I'm just gonna mute you so we don't get feedback, and we can unmute as needed. Hi, Katya. I think you're on mute. Mute.
Hello, how are you?
Very good. Very good. I'm so glad you're here. There's a few people coming late, so I apologize for getting started a little bit later. And I wanted you both to know it might be going a little bit longer than the hour. I am probably somewhat notorious. I typically try to be on time, but I'm typically notorious for adding more. So I had a lot of great ideas today. So does that work for you to stay a little bit later? Yeah. Okay. So I think I'll go ahead and get started. And there may be seem like there's some other people that are coming in as well. Um, and Katya, do you have, and Sarah, do you have your magic wands and your water? Yes?
I will, yes.
Okay. Good, 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 good. And Katya, do you have your water and food color or stick and a wand?
I'm going to grab those in a moment, but I haven't had the moment yet.
Okay. So this may be a very good moment.
Okay.
Still kind of waiting for people. So get that. So if you don't, journal, pen, candle, lighter, water, wand, and food coloring. Hmm. Yeah. So we'll wait just a little bit. Um, so you're do Reiki and jewelry making, Susan? Is it Sue or Susan, or what do you like to be called? There you go,
I like Susan.
Susan. Okay.
It seems like I'm logged in here as the administrator. I don't know how I did that, but
Well, maybe you can add some things, and which would be perfect. I know I saw admin. I didn't know if it was me or someone else.
I thought it should be you.
Yes.
But
So you've been a Reiki master for a while, is that correct?
I have been since 2008. I'm a retired occupational therapist, and I always liked having a vast and varied toolbox of techniques. And one of the first conferences I went to when I started working in a rehab hospital was about holistic healing techniques. And Reiki was one of the techniques that they brought out. And I said, oh, this is for me. I
Wow.
need to do this. So just the intention to heal. It was great.
Oh, beautiful. I'm a physical therapist, or I haven't been doing that for about a year and a half, so that's interesting.
Oh my goodness. Oh, wow. I worked with physical therapists, obviously,
Hmm. Hmm.
in a rehab hospital. It was a fabulous job. I absolutely loved it.
Oh, wow. It's always good to have people that you love to work with. I mean, I think sometimes you get a good mix, and then there's times it's, diverse or, many things. And when you have a good,
Exactly.
group of people, it's just like the best. It's just the best.
What kind of places did you do physical therapy? Physical therapy is about as versatile as occupational therapy. You can
Yeah.
work anywhere.
Yeah, I did a lot of I did outpatient and sports med and mostly a lot of hospital care.
Mhm.
Um, I think I liked the fact that I could see them and I could say goodbye and I didn't have to work with them for every day for a month or 2 months or whatever.
Mm.
Um, so I think that fit as I got older. Um, and I don't know, I've always liked hospital work. Um, very much called to me.
Yes. I liked it too, although I was glad I was retired when COVID hit. It didn't seem like a good place to be during COVID. Well, not for me,
Mm-hmm.
but I
Yeah.
certainly admire all the people who were willing and still are.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. 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 I don't know how the nurses did it. I have no idea. My hats go off to them.
Yes.
Yeah.
They would have to stay away from their families, and
Mm-hmm.
that something we could use our magic wands on COVID.
We could. We could.
I like that.
Ella, I think Ella's on. Are you with us, Ella?
I am here. Thank you.
Yay. I'm going to put, I think we're all here. And Katya, and you have all your goodies, your journal, and I know water and a kind of a stick and. And oh, good. I know you don't have colors, but it's all about our imagination, isn't it? Oh, good. Um, Sarah is going to go home. She's in the car and is going to be following us when she gets back home. Then she'll get on with all of us.
Great.
And I'm just so glad you're all here. And we're going to create some magic tonight. I'm going to mute everybody for now, except for myself. And so tonight is about our magic, right? And and I'll go into a story in a little bit. It was kind of interesting about creating the class about magic. I thought, well, is anybody going to come? Well, this sounds really foo-foo and woo-woo and whatever that is. And so I was having my own experience, and I'll share a little bit about that later. Um, I believe in our own divine innocence, especially as little children. We went outside and, we were in the playground and all of a sudden we were Wonder Woman or Tinkerbell or whoever that was. And then, with society or parents or, whatever, or traumas got in the way of our innocence and our imagination. And the idea is to, wake up from our waking life and dream in our waking life. And so I hope this evening, we're going to look at some tools as well as creating some magic and to take that magic home with you. So I'm Davy Wetterer, and I'm just delighted to be with you all. I know that we have everything, everybody's got everything that they need. And I just wanted to go over briefly some of the rules for the evening. Basically, to be present, to stay in your body. When you notice yourself going off, do just simply rhythmical breathing, hand on the heart to bring yourself back into your body. There'll be times during the evening we'll be dropping down into our womb space, or what it's called the womb of silence. And it's here, as we're creators, we are, as women, we have our wombs and we create life. So we're built to create this alchemical processes in our body through our thoughts, through our words, through our actions, through our beliefs, through our imagination. And so when we drop down into the womb space, we'll be dropping deep, we'll be pausing, we'll be listening for what will arise. It's not so much in the mind as in our soul speaks to us in language and symbols and geometry and colors and words. So as we drop down, I'll be asking you to let something come up. whether it's a word or symbol or whatever that may be. Whatever happens here stays here. You're welcome to talk about your own experience. Keep an open mind. And I think that's about it. Is there any questions about anything? Good, good. So we're going to be doing some journaling. We're going to be doing some calling in the directions, some grounding. You'll be going on a guided journey. I'll be having you create an intention for your life. And then Holly, who's this marvelous singer, songwriter, musician, will be singing us out this evening. And I think Ella, I may not have mentioned, it may be around, I know I said 7, but it may be closer to 7:15, 7:30. It's just FYI, and you've got
I
your
pushed
little
back my
heart.
client to 15, but I may need to eat because
Okay.
you're my dinner.
Okay. And then, oh, you've got your little heart. Oh, so I think that's it for the evening, or anything I wanted to say. So I wanted you to get out your candle, and I wanted you
Is it
to
be a fresh candle? Sorry to interrupt just real quick. I
no,
got a brand new candle
I'm
and I
not
have
a
a,
stickler for anything.
I
Whatever's
know.
there works. You know what I
Okay.
mean? If you got a stick, fine. We don't have colors. We're gonna imagine colors. So, so we're gonna, to drop in, drop down into our hearts and drop down into our bellies. And, what is it? Create an intention for this evening. What is it that you want to create? How do you want your evening to go? We're going to light our candle with our intention. Ooh, and we're just going to bring our candles up to each other. Bring the light of our intentions up to each other. And just to close your eyes and just imagine increasing the flames in each other's candle, lighting, empowering their intention, each other's intentions, as we stand in this group of women. That what happens for one of us happens for all of us, that we speak, when one speaks, we speak for each other. And then to connect those lights in a circle. And pass your light to the next person till it keeps going around in the circle. And then I'd like for you to think of, what is your magical ally? Is it a dragon? Is it a fairy? Is it a dragonfly? So again, drop down and let it arise. And then you're going to pass your magical ally to all the lights in this space. And seeing each other's lights like sprinkling them with fairy dust and magicalness. And then we're going to set our candles down. I'd just like for you to close your eyes. We're going to do some grounding. Just going to pay attention to our breath. And placing our hands on our hearts. And then allowing from top to bottom, allowing your head to just relax. And your forehead to just become light. And your eyes to relax. And relaxing your jaw. Relaxing your shoulders, just letting your shoulders drop. And that your arms become heavy. And you can just feel the little tingling and the magic of your fingertips. And just allow your chest to become heavy. Feeling the lightness of air in your lungs. And let your belly soften and just allow yourself to just relax into wherever you're sitting. Letting the weight of your body or the support of the chair just hold you. And let your legs just become heavy. And then down from your root chakra, send a root down into Mother Earth through all the layers and the dirt and the sediment and the rock until the core, this root, reaches and wraps around the core of the mother. Feeling her loving embrace, her warmth, her nurturance, her holding. Just allow yourself to surrender into her loving embrace and let her hold you and guide you and support you this evening. Grounding in this warm burgundy liquid love. And just allowing your roots to connect with all the women here. All their wishes, all their dreams, their imagination and their magic. And as a cord, your own root wraps around the core of the mother, you may want to ask her for anything that you wish this evening, that she ground it and hold it and support it for you. And allow her loving liquid essence begin to fill up and draw up through your root. Feeling it warm your root, your belly, and begin to rise up your spine and all your chakras, filling with this loving embrace of the mother, this warmth that holds and embraces and loves you no matter what, unconditionally. And allow this love to just spill into each and every cell until your whole being just tingles with warmth of the mother. Feeling your heart relax and open to possibilities, to expand, to love. And above, in the star nation of your birth star, you don't need to know what that is, but your star family. Allow yourself to connect with the star family of your birth. And allow this silvery, sparkly light from your star home to begin to enter into your crown chakra. And just letting it flood from the top of your head all the way down to your toes. Feeling their support, feeling the magic of the stars as we're birthed from the stars, that we are stardust. And allowing this silvery, tingly, sparkly light to just fill up all your organs and cells and your whole being. You feel like this, like lit up, maybe even like a firefly, all the lights. And let it mingle with the warmth and love of the mother's essence as we unite heaven and earth, as above and so below. And then allow this energy to gather in your womb space, in your belly. Feeling the warmth and the glow and the magic of who you are. And then when you're ready to open your eyes, so I want you to gather your colors or your imaginary colors and get your bowl of water. And you're going to get your wand. So what I'd like for you to do, I'm going to be having you call in your own directions. And so I'd like for you to drop down into your belly again. Feeling the warmth of the mother and this silvery light of your star family. And from this space and place, allow a color to arise. And also allow a symbol or a geometric shape, or it may be a word or also. Just pause and drop in. Then I'd like for you to place a drop of the colored water, or 2 drops, into the water. Look and see if there's any symbol in the water, any image in the water that you can see. So imagining the symbol in your womb space that you got, or the image, I'd like for you to silently call in each direction of the south, of the east, or the north, the east, the south, the west, and the center. You're going to use your wand in a spiral direction in the water to call in your directions. So north, east, south, west, and the center. So we're going to take a few moments to imagine the symbol and to draw in a spiral going to the right, calling in the directions. If you don't know, just say a prayer for each direction. There's no make wrong. And also call in your spirit animals, call in your ancestors, any deities, any spiritual lineage, anyone that you would like to call into the circle. So, water in the West, it's about our emotions. It's about memnos, our remembrance of who we are. It's also about the divine feminine. So, with the symbol that you received before you called into directions, I want you to bless the water with that symbol, to write with your, um, or to draw with your wand that image in the water to ignite and bless the water and activate the water as well as activate your wand. Holding the intention of activating your memory, your magic, and anything else that you would like to create. Now we're going to bring in our candle and drop down again, asking for a symbol. And then activating the fire with that symbol and your wand. So you may have to activate your wand. Again, drop down. And there's going to be either a mantra or magic words or soul language, or it could even be just nonsense words. So if we're going to use our magic words, whether it's mantra or soul language or gibberish, or it could be just a word or a phrase, just allow that to arise up from your belly. Then you're going to use that word or mantra and bless the water and the fire with those words. Everything in life is made in the material world from water and fire. So I wanted to share a little bit about, before we get into some journaling work, just wanted to share a little bit about, I don't, there's our own magical sense as well as there's some practical things that we probably already know. And I wanted to go into those because that's, really the magic is in the practical as well as in within us. And what inspired me for this class was about a class that I had given, and there were so many wonderful things that had happened, and there were a few little minor things that had occurred that just really set me off. And what I tapped into was like my not enoughness, or I can't get what I want, or I don't get what I want, or everybody else has the magic sauce but me. And so I really had, I had to look at, well, what does success mean to me? And I hadn't really defined that. And as I was, going inward and talking with other friends, what had occurred is I had this idea or expectation in my mind what, it had to be like rich and famous kind of thing. And because I didn't feel like I was a someone, it was that little child that I didn't feel like I was someone. And if I had made it in the world somehow, that I would be someone. And so this wounding, these patterns or beliefs surfaced. And what I had to look at, what I realized was that none of it was really true at all. I was just living in this illusion, as we all do, when things come up that, this is what's going on and this is what's really happening, but it's not what's real and the truth of who we are. So I had to really look at success, and it was really, for me, was really making a difference in people's lives. And I couldn't see that I was already making a difference, and I was already doing the things that I loved and made my heart sing and was, my intention and purpose in the world. I had to look at this lens of mine, which was that I'm going to do something wrong and terrible or awful. And so this was kind of the lens, like, don't mess up kind of thing. So it was, really good for me to get in touch with what was there and to embrace what was there, to begin to love what was there as we lean into, or triggers or wounding is where our greatest gifts lie. And as we they're a portal, then they're very intelligent. And if we, go inward and to lean into and to love what's there, it transforms and our gifts surface and come to life. One of the things as I was preparing for the class was it's called Heal, and it's on Netflix, and I was watching that. And you probably all know Joe Dispenza, right? Well, he's I don't know what his title is. He's some kind of scientist, mind body connection kind of thing, kind of person, and does a lot of, I think he's a doctor. But anyway, I won't go into all that right now. So, what had happened in his life was he was riding a bike, and this is all before he was well known, was riding a bike in a race and got hit by an SUV, got flown off the bike. He compressed like 4 or 6 of his vertebrae, and he had lost muscle function and lost his sensation. And what the doctors were suggesting was this rod, or it's called Harrington rod, in his back. And he did not want to have anything to do with that at all. And his thought was, if there is this creative power within me that made me, that there must be this creative power to create anything. And I am going to utilize this time to heal my spine. And for 6 months, until he could focus and intend, and without interruption of his thoughts, and heal his vertebrae and the nervous system and subsequent musculature, It took him 6 months, and they didn't expect him to walk. His vertebrae were healed. He got his sensation back. Obviously, he's walking, and he made it a practice to, if he ever was healed with spirit, that he would dedicate his life to the mind-body connection. So this really inspired me to really look at how am I creating, how am I using my mind, my words, and my actions to create. The other piece of that is, as Einstein's talking about, we use our imagination. Just like little children, we're out on the playground. We are already, Wonder Woman or, Batwoman, or whoever we wanted to be, and to imagine and intend in our waking lives. So I wanted, I put together a couple things. I know you've all known this, but I wanted to go through this. I mean, these are just kind of the practical thing is, what is your intention? What are you attending to or putting your attention on, and what are you focusing on? The other is the choice point. When we get triggered, or when we go off in our, our minds and we get triggered, to notice, to come back into our bodies and to lean into it and to notice what's there and to change our perception about what's occurring. Like today, I had a headache most of the morning, and what I tapped into is my body has everything it needs to heal, and it cleared up amazingly. So it didn't take all morning, it took sometime this morning. But so it's, what is our perception, our choice point? What is there to clean up when we haven't cleaned something up with someone or something? It lingers and it draws us down. Who have we not forgiven? Especially ourselves. Where are our power leaks? Where do we put our time, our money, and our energy? Do we say yes when we mean to say no? Do we really put ourselves first? I used to think that was awful, putting myself first. It was, self-centered or blah, blah, blah. But I'm learning how to, that I come first, and to self-love and nurturance are so powerful in shifting anything. Then looking at what do we believe about ourselves? What is the lens we're looking through in life? And mine was about, as I mentioned, I don't have the secret sauce. Well, I'm not going to see the secret sauce. Or, it's about doubting myself. So that's going to show up. So as I shift and change that, that's going to change. Then the other is, what actions are you taking? What consistent actions are you taking to move whatever it is, your dreams and your wishes forward? And the other is practice. And I'll send these all out afterwards. You don't have to remember all of that. It's like Yo-Yo Ma. He practices, practice. So changing our thoughts, changing the way we live our lives, changing, the thoughts about who we are and what's possible. So I just wanted to share that. So I'd like for you to get out your bowl again of water, and have your wand nearby. And so we're going to be doing some releasing. So we're going to be doing a spiral to the left, a releasing. So then I'd like for you to drop in and drop down and ask for what color is needed in this releasing process. And to place that color in your bowl. And then in a spiral to the left, what are 3 things, and we're just going to be brief, or quintessentialize what that is. What is it that's no longer serving you? Is there a person? Is it a job? Is it a situation? Is it relationship? So just take a moment to listen in for three things that you're letting go of. Or it may be a belief or a lens that you're looking through. It could be anything. And then releasing that in a spiral to the left. I release. And then I'd like for you to close your eyes again and drop in and allow it to arise. Three things. Where are your power leaks? Where are you leaking your time, your energy, and your money? And then again, releasing them in a spiral to the left. And again, closing your eyes, dropping down. And what beliefs about yourself or the world are you willing to let go of? And again, releasing in the fire, in the water, spiraling to the left. And then closing your eyes again and dropping down. Who do you need to forgive? And that includes yourself. And then releasing them in a spiral to the left. in the water. And then again, closing your eyes and dropping in. What lens do you see the world in? Now it may be, is it fear? Is it scarcity? Is it unfulfillment? Whatever that is, just allow that to arise. Or that you're all alone, it may be. Again, releasing it in the water. And then closing your eyes again, dropping down. And allow a symbol or an image or a geometric shape or a word to just arise. We're going to be using this symbol with our wand to release the energy. So asking what symbol is needed to release these energies. What image, what words. And then I release, use the words I release, and use the symbol in the water to release all that is put in it. And then with your wand over the water, it is so. It is so. 3 times. It is so. And then I'd like for you to get in a chair and get yourself comfortable. Or wherever you're sitting, if there's not a chair and you're just sitting without a chair, just allow yourself to go inward. We're going to be doing some grounding, and then we're going to be going on a journey. Take some deep breaths in and out through your heart. Allow your face, your forehead, your eyes, your jaws to relax. Let your shoulders drop, your arms become heavy, your belly to soften, your legs to become heavy. I'd like for you to imagine a time when you were a child, where you felt magical. Might have been out in your yard or out in nature or your room somewhere or out on a playground. Just to get in touch with that memory. Just begin to see with your eyes the surroundings you're in. Take in all the details of with your inner eyes. What did you hear? If there were a taste, what did it taste like? There were smells in the air. What did it smell like in this magical place as you were a child? And in this magical place as a child, what did it feel like? How did you feel? And I'd like for you to imagine that you're in a clearing in an enchanted forest. And you look up and it's a full moon. And you feel the moon, the light of the moon on your face and your arms and your legs as it penetrates your senses. You feel the cool earth upon your bare feet. You might hear some night owls or crickets or other sounds. And you feel the cool air against your skin. And And all around you are all these fireflies twinkling, lighting up. And the fireflies move in a direction to your left, and you see that there's a path in this enchanted forest. And you make your way over as the fireflies and the moonlight light your way on this path. As you walk, you can feel the crisp earth and the leaves on your feet. And you sense the magical creatures and the fairies and the gnomes and the owls, and you can feel them peering at you, as you make your way down the path. And you can feel them following you, and maybe even on your head or your shoulders as you walk deeper into this enchanted forest. You can smell the air. You could sense the magic. And as you walk deeper and deeper into the forest, there's a clearing that you walk through. And you see before you this beautiful castle with all the turrets and the beautiful, maybe marble or maybe gold, it may be crystalline, but it just sparkles and just fills you up with awe. And you can't wait to go up the stairs, and you make your way over towards the castle. And all around you are these magical creatures that are following you and going with you as you make your way up to the stairs, up to the beautiful, ornate doorway. And standing at the doorway is your magical creature who greets you and welcomes you. And you can sense and feel this enchantment. And the magical creature says, I am the gate of divine innocence. What beliefs, what patterns, what fears, what doubts do you have? To lay them down here before you enter the castle. And as you feel emptied, the magical creature will motion for you to enter this beautiful doorway. And as you walk inside, you see all these beautiful crystalline lights, these beautiful rainbow lights that sparkle and shine. And the floors are all these crystalline lights that sparkle and twinkle. And beautiful tapestries and arrangements and furniture. And this beautiful magical music is playing. And there's someone, as you're looking around at all the beauty and all the magic that's surrounding you, and the birds and animals and lights and sounds, there's a robed figure that walks up to you and takes your hand. And it's someone that you may know. It may be a deity, it may be a magical creature. Could be anyone. this being looks you in the eyes, and there's a sense of recognition and a sense of longing and waiting and delight in having you here. And they motion you over towards this beautiful wardrobe. There's these dresses and pants and capes and shoes and crowns and hats. And just allow yourself to pick out anything that you like. Anything that you like. And begin to put them on. Just notice how you feel as you put on these garments and adornments. And you grab your magic wand with you. And this being guides you through the castle. And you again look at all the beauty and the colors and the lights and the sounds and this wonderful smell of roses and lilacs. She takes you down this corridor in this castle. And as you feel yourself in the clothes that you're wearing, and just delighting in being here. And there's many doorways along this corridor with different symbols, with different images. And as you walk past each one, decide on which door that you will enter. And this being walks in this room with you, with all these beautiful fairy lights and this heavenly music and cherubs and magical and mystical beings surrounding this center location where there's this magic crystal ball with pillows all around it, and you make your way over to the pillows and you sit down, and the being sits down with you. And as you look into the crystal ball, there begins to be an image that's a little bit blurry at first. And as the image gets clearer and clearer, it's your divine magical child. And you watch her as you were when you were young, this sense of freedom and wonder and amazement and imagination as she skips, she might even fly, and sees the world in this wonder and amazement and magic. And she comes closer to the crystal ball. You can see her face, and she looks in your eyes. And there's this memory, this recognition as your whole being lights up. And with her little index finger, she motions for you to come inside this crystal ball with her. And you easily make your way almost like vapor, into this magical realm of this divine, your own divine magical child. And she asks you to play and to skip with her. And she shows you all around. And then you sit on a swing with her in your lap, and you swing and you swing and you swing. And you ask her, what are 3 things that you really, 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 really want? And she tells you. And then she asks you, what is it that you really, 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 really want? And then she jumps off the swing and takes your hand. And she walks closer, and you both walk over to the edge of the globe, and she goes, let's go get it. So both of you very easily come out of the globe. And she's sitting there in your lap. And she asks you what your intention is, and to feel what is it that you desire, to feel it, all of it, all the joy, all the freedom, all the love, all the abundance, to feel everything about it, and to see yourself already having it. So you both look into the globe, and you both imagine it together, seeing it, feeling it, intending it, all the joy and yumminess of already having it. And then she asks you to gather all your feelings of having it, seeing it, already done. All the joy, all the happiness, maybe you're rolling in money, whatever that is. To see yourself and all the feelings and keep building up and up and up and up and up. And then it gets stronger and stronger and stronger. And then you just let it go. And then she takes her magic wand and she says her magic word, Ishkabibble Piffly Schnaffle. It is done. being who is with you is just delighted in seeing you both so happy, and she motions to you that it's time for you to go, that both of you will go out together, making your way out through the room as already having this, feeling it, sensing it, everything, both of you already having it, and make your way all the way through the castle and through the forest and then back into the room. And she says that you can come back here anytime. This room is always open. And you make your way back, already feeling, sensing it's already yours. And as you ease back into the room and into your body, just allow yourself to move slowly and to move your fingers and your toes. And gradually let the light in through your eyes. So what I'd like for you to do to just ease back, to get your journal and to write anything that you would like to remember. So I'd like for you to do a statement, I am statement, with what you created with your inner magical child. Um, and it starts with, I am living the life that I love. And then add in what you created. I am living the life that I love. I have ba ba ba. Bye, sweetheart. Bye, Sarah. Thank you for being here. Sarah, are you there? Would you leave? She's still here. Yeah. Do you have your statement? Do you want to read it to us?
Can you say the first part again?
I'm living the life that I love, and then you fill in the blank.
Well, I'm not sure I did it right, but
It's
I
okay.
am living the life that I love, and I am attracting positive forces and releasing the negative that does no longer serve me.
Yes. And do you have your wand with you?
My wand was a feather, which wasn't exactly working for
That's all
storing.
right. So you're going to do your whatever your magical words are, or it could be abracadabra. It is so.
It is so.
And then I'm going to have you take 3 actions.
Okay.
Love you.
Thank you. Bye, y'all.
Bye. And I'm going to go ahead and go, and then I'll call on someone. So I am living the life of my dreams. I'm living in a community with like-hearted people, with a partner of my dreams, doing what I love and am good at and talented at, with the people I love doing it with, and getting highly compensated to do more of what I love. Ish kabibble puffily snuffly. It is so. And let's see, Ella.
Hi, Davy. Yes, I am living the life of my dreams where I love in my beautiful home with my darling husband and our healthy, happy daughter who wants to be wearing a sweet little lavender sound fairy dress. I am a happy wife, mother, and daughter. And Om Shrim Him Mahalakshmi Swaha Bippity Boppity Hullabaloo Be Gone Be Dazzled Be Jam Be Yum.
It is so.
It is so. It is
Done.
so.
I'll put something in the chat. So I want you guys to do something on this whole month because it's practice and self mastery and blah blah blah, all of that. So thank you. I know you may have to leave early. So anyway, who do you call on?
My client asked for more time, so I'm available. I'm here, and I'm calling on Katya.
Hello, I am living a life of beauty and wonder, and I'm discovering every day the purposeful ways that I can create in my world with each person I come in contact with. And I'm finding fulfillment and happiness and love and delight, and I'm living each day with purpose and discovery. Yes. And so it is. And blah, 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 and may this be the way forward.
It is so. It is done.
It is done. And I'll call on Holly.
Hello. So I am living the life I love. I am vibrantly expressing myself with sureness and ease and bringing abundance and joy to all parts of my life. Through my creative arts, I am a divine creator in harmony with all around. Nava Hamasya. And so it is.
So it is.
I can call on Susan.
I am living the life that I love. I have flower, step, dance, heal, and love. It is so. Walla, hala, hu.
Oh, it is so. Whew. So, how beautiful. So I'll send something out, and then I'll put it in a chat so we can kind of keep track. I would like to do that to see where we are. If you're open to doing that, to kind of keep us on accountable. And I will write that up and the other things I talked about. And Holly's going to sing us out, but I would like to everybody to put their wands up and bless each and every one with their magic wands. And it is done deal and ishkabibble babble biggity boppity boopity beepity bop and dodity dee 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 pooey shalalo kalala. Okay. And Holly.
Okay. All right, so this song is called Fire and Ice Memories. And so I felt it was appropriate that we were using the fire and the water today to process through these things. My imagination swirling in red and blues of the fire and ice memories of loving you. Dreamscapes thick like tempered glass, fireside emotions. Your distant eyes just can't disguise the depth of your oceans. Let's free fall, floating water, sky, moonlit portals of fire and ice. Free fall, floating water, sky, we're dreaming warriors of the night. The frequency frequency of telepathy, a passion of magnetic fire, the depth of the eternal well, love beyond lifetimes expired. Crimson birds with wintered words, messengers of the sun, the silver hue of a silent moon, the chalice of the ancient ones. Free fall, floating water, sky, ancient elements, knowledge, sights. Free fall, floating water, sky, snowflake temples are you and I. Tendrils of equity, growing in the forest tall, divining leaves to silence the beast, the giant was forced to fall. The rise and fall of the ancient ones, blue and red blood of the wars begun, fire and ice memories long for the sun, freedom of thunder and rumbling drums. So free fall, floating water, sky, raindrop vessels are you and I. Free fall, floating rhythms cleansing the earth and sky. Quantum beings arise with soulful wills and feathers and quills. We're leaving colorful footprints on the path of destiny. Quantum beings arise with golden eyes that never disguise. Words and feathers fall into the earth in harmonies. So free fall, floating water, sky, sunlit portals are you and I. Free fall, floating water, sky, swirling planet with ocean eyes. Horizons, illusions, cloud castles in the skies. The invisible kingdom, drawing the energy nigh. We'll journey within to the spiraling labyrinth zone, with healing our memories to restore the whole. Free fall, floating water, sky, moonlit portals of fire and ice. Free fall, floating water, sky, dreaming warriors of the night. Thank you.
Davy, you're on mute.
On mute. I was just saying good night to all you creatures of magical things, and I just still had a delightful evening, and I thank you for being so we could create our magic together. I just feel full and loved, and I think I could do anything. I know I can do anything. Here, here, now, now. So I'll send you all something and bless you and thank you and thank you, Joa. All right, sweetheart, sweet magical dreams, and I can't wait to see what you all create. In let us know what's dreaming up and what you're creating and what's happening. Mm. Mwah. Love you all. Thank you so much.
Good night.
Thank you so much. Love you too, Davy. Love you, Holland.
Love you too.
Meet you, Susan.
Yeah.
Guys.
Aw.
Good night.
Good night, sweetheart. Good night, sweethearts. Sweet dreams. Sweet dreams. Till we meet again. Good night, Susan.